Hello, Don and Judy.
We're Carrie, Richard, and Mark Leader, and Richard and I first met Don and Judy in kindergarten, and we were so excited in third grade when they got married. That's how they've been married for 50 years at the age of 58. Okay, just kidding. We moved in across the street from Don and Judy in 1998 when this young man was 3. And they've been great neighbors and great friends. And Don and Judy, we wish you a very happy anniversary, and we hope you have many, many more since you had your 50th anniversary at such a young age. We love you.
Jay Ray.
Kay has known Don and Judy since 1966, when she and her first husband, Tony King, moved to College View Apartments where they were neighbors. They traveled together to the Cotton Bowl in what Kay now remembers as a blinding snowstorm to watch the Aggies play. The Kings stayed in touch with the Rays for many years. In fact, the Kings inherited the crib, which David, Diana, and Matt had outgrown when their daughter Anita was born in 1972. And the Rays came from Houston to help the Kings pack a U-Haul for their move to Auburn, Alabama from College Station. After Kay's marriage to Danny Burkowski, the Rays met Danny when we were visiting in Houston from Danny's assignment in Saudi Arabia, and Kay's work starting a new university for women in Dubai. We are sad that we can't join with Don and Judy's other friends on June 6th to celebrate their 50th, but we look forward to seeing them later in the month when we make our pilgrimage from where we live in Mexico to Houston.
My wife Marilyn and I joined Chapelwood United Methodist Church in the mid-'80s and shortly thereafter became members of the Good News class. It was there we met Don and Judy some 30 years ago. Through many parties and activities of the class, we became friends. However, I can't say I really knew them well until about 5 years later that we organized a ski trip to Telluride, Colorado that included the Rays, Chuck and Mary Jane Miller, and John and Sue Yard. We had many great experiences on this trip, including an evening sled ride up the side of a hill for an outdoors dinner in the snow, where we almost froze to death. While none of us were expert skiers, it was Don and Judy who probably had the most fun and suffered the most falls, while Judy learned to ski on a beginner slope that she named Sht Hill. Don and Judy were mainstays at our annual Super Bowl parties, always offering to bring food, ice, or whatever I needed, and Judy always volunteered for kitchen cleanup duties. Don and Judy hosted a birthday party for my 75th birthday, and we celebrated many more birthdays since, including beer and pizza at Fuzzy's. Don and I, along with other men from the Good News class, have enjoyed playing golf on many occasions over the years. I cherish our friendship and look forward to this milestone celebration of their 50th anniversary.
I found the attached photo on the website that has photos of College Station and A&M in the 60s. This photo is from the married student housing that I think the newlywed Rays lived in. Such a memory.
I am Don's aunt, Gigi. I remember well when he was born and all of his childhood. What stands out in my mind is a trip that we four took when he was either 11 or 12. It was him, me, his mom, and his grandmother Muddy. We went from Alice to Tennessee and then down to the East Coast to Florida to visit my brother and his uncle, Jack. What was so great about it was all the time spent in the car and motels. Muddy and Don sat in the back and talked and laughed most of the time. He had so much fun when we stopped and went sightseeing, and even when we called it a day and went to our hotel where he could always go for a swim. There are many other times, but I keep remembering this one as not only was Don having a great time, but so was Muddy. I knew Judy when she was attending high school with Don. When Don would have dances at his home on his birthday, Judy was there. I really got to know Judy after they settled in Houston in the early years of marriage, and then she came to Alice to live while Don was overseas. She would go out to see Muddy and learn some of her recipes. Their stay in Alice was so good for us to get to know Judy and the kids. What I wish for them now is many more happy years of marriage and good health.
Hi, I'm Joe Beck. I'm Don's cousin. And of course, we spent a lot of time together growing up, but the first I remember of Don and Judy as a couple was at A&M. And I was thinking back the other day at those first long, lonely weekends when it seemed like all my buddies had gone home for the weekend and I was stuck in the dorm, and Don and Judy invited me over for a meal more times than I can count. So I'm truly grateful for that. We won't be able to come to the celebration, but thanks for inviting us, and we'll see you soon. Congratulations again. Bye-bye.
I'm Sharon Beck. I'm married to Joe, Donnie's cousin, and I just want to say congratulations for 50 years. That is a huge accomplishment. What I see with Don and Judy as a couple is how much fun they have together and what good partners they are. I never see them criticize each other. They just seem to flow very seamlessly in accomplishing amazing things, raising 3 wonderful kids, traveling the world, building houses, having great adventures. And I'm honored that they're my friend.
Jan first met Judy needlepointing at Needle Accident in 2004, give or take. We have enjoyed getting to know them both and look forward to this wonderful event.
Howdy everyone, and especially Judy and Don. We're the Parsons. I'm Betty.
And I'm Lauren.
When we look back over the years, we think about all the buddies you guys have had, from fishing buddies to needlepoint buddies to church buddies to volunteer buddies and golf buddies. But we feel we have been very fortunate to be your football buddies for over 29 years.
But it really didn't start 29 years ago. It really started about 62 years ago when Judy and I started first grade together. And we went through all the grades through 12. And at high school, that's where we met up with Don, and that was about 54 years ago. And after that, we both went to A&M together. We were in the Army at the same time. And then when we settled down and were working, we started going to Aggie football together.
And you know, we don't get to see you guys every day, every week, or every month. But we know you've always been just a phone call away.
And when that phone rings and I say hello and I hear that, hey, what's going on? I know everything is all right.
So we look forward to being a part of celebrating this 50th wedding anniversary with your family, with you two, and all your buddies.
We feel honored and blessed to help celebrate this momentous occasion.
By the way, have you guys ever recorded a video? Well, we recorded several, and most of them were bloopers, and we had lots of laughs doing it. So we're sending you our best blooper. So, shine your buckle,
Shine your boots,
powder your nose,
pinch your cheek, 'cause we'll be there with bells on. And oh, by the way, let's go for 29 more years of Aggie football.
Gig 'em!
We've known Don and Judy since the mid-70s when I started working the offshore company. DRR was head of R&D Group. Our fondest memories of Don and Judy were in Chiba, Japan, and our Hawaiian vacation after the delivery of John Shaw. Imagine Judy and Bea roaming the city of Chiba, a suburb of Tokyo, by taxi with a paper sack of Japanese yen coins to pay the driver. Ask Judy to describe their hotel room in Chiba and how to enter the bathroom with all their luggage. The trip to Hawaii after the delivery was even more exciting. We had a beautiful home with oceanfront, which I took full advantage of immediately with a semi-skinny dip. However, the best part was the trip to and from the airport, where we had to rent one car to haul all of our luggage, and then return to hire another car so we could drive around the island in Jeep style. Don also caught a huge marlin or sailfish, which we gave to the captain. We had a great time, and I think of it often. We wish for Don and Judy many future years of marital bliss and good health. We're fortunate to have known them and glad to consider them friends. We enjoy hanging out with them, whether it's in Hawaii or cut and shoot.
Hey Don and Judy, Max and Dottie here. Just want to wish you a very happy anniversary. Tell you the first 50 years are the hardest. Happy anniversary.
Can't believe it has been 50 years. Time flies when you're having fun and raising kids. Don, I remember lots of time spent in Alice, growing up with Muddy and Gigi in the house on King Street. I met Judy at your wedding. I also remember some trips to College Station with family. My dad and David seemed to have a pretty special bond on one trip. I have a picture of David on my dad's shoulders, but unfortunately couldn't find it. Many fond memories of reunions at Sheridan with lots of family members we didn't get to see very often. Wishing you many more anniversaries to come.
Hi Mom and Dad, congratulations on 50 years of marriage. I wanted to let you know how much I feel blessed as being a part of the Ray family, and I really appreciate being your son, and I want to tell you how much I love you and how much I look forward to the party tomorrow and seeing all your friends and family. Let you know how much you've influenced our lives.
Hi Don, hi Judy. This is from Pete and Gina Clark on the other side of the pond. Wishing you both every happiness and a great party on your 50th anniversary. We've known each other for about 35 years. How time flies. I often think of the time we spent together in Japan building the Polar Pioneer. We had some great times. We're sorry we can't make it to your celebration, but we will try and visit you later this year, all being well. Once again, have a great day.
Even though we are probably some of your newer friends, our love for our friendship is strong and everlasting. We stitch, travel, the guys fish, and we have been through the floods and the rainbows. May we share happy times in the years ahead. Congrats on the celebration of 50 years and many more to come. Love you guys.
Hi Mamie and Poppy, it's Parker and Fish wishing you a happy anniversary, and we'd like to say thank you for all the opportunities that you've given us, like sending Fish to camp and me to college. We hope you have 50 more. We love you.
Hey Mimi and Poppy, this is Ashton.
Oh, and this is John.
And this is Cindy, the favorite grandchild.
And we just want to thank you so much for everything that you do for us. I don't think that we could fit it into this small span of time, so.
Hard to describe what you mean. There's no way outside of the 5 grandsons that you have, you would ever have these 2 beautiful granddaughters as well. So we just want to say thank you so much, and it's great.
Thanks for being awesome.
Hello everybody. I am sorry for not looking at the camera, but I am on I-10 on a return trip. Started this morning and now I'm on my way back from Hunt, Texas. It's just outside of Kerrville. I had to drop off one of Judy and Don's 7 grandchildren, my middle child, Duncan. So if I don't look at the camera, forgive me, my eyes are on the road. Let me introduce myself. My name is David Carroll Ray. I've known Don and Judy since December 27th, 1965. I am the first of their 3 children to be born, and I have been blessed to have them as parents. Tomorrow, June 6th, 2015, is a big day. It's their 50th wedding anniversary party, and I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world. I love y'all more than I can ever express. My fondest memory of my mother and father, well, it wasn't the time I had a smoke bomb in my back pocket and got a 3rd-degree burn. It wasn't the time I was playing touch football in the street on Brentwood and broke my 2 front teeth off. on the concrete curb. And it wasn't the summer I went to the emergency room 3 times from the pool for stitches. My fondest memory would have to be my junior year in high school. Well, at the time it wasn't a fond memory. And the year was over and I was looking forward to my senior year, and I was told that the family was packing up and leaving Texas to move to Kobe, Japan. Great. My senior year, foreign country, I don't know anybody. Oh joy. Well, to my great surprise, it was the best thing that could ever have happened. It was the best senior year anybody could have asked for. I still tell everybody I meet and friends about that year that I was there and how much fun I had and the friends that I met and the culture I got to learn about. And have a little secret to tell y'all. You know those beer machines that are on all the street corners there in Japan? Well, I only tried it once. You know, when they actually work, put a few yen in, and what do you know? It's like an ice cold Coke. Well, happy 50th wedding anniversary. Love y'all both. Bye.
Amy, Poppy, this is Edward. Happy 50th anniversary.
Hey, Mimi and Poppy, this is your daughter Diana, and one of my favorite memories of you guys that is a great example of what a loving couple you are is when you would turn the stereo on in the living room and dance around. Happy 50th anniversary.
Hey, this is Christian. I want to congratulate you on your 50th, and I hope for many anniversaries to come.
Yeah, this is home.